Curran Bhatia here with Ramla Ali. We're at the Taylor Serrano weigh-in. It was quite a scene. What were your thoughts watching that?
It was great. You know, I was actually present at the 2012 Olympics when she fought Natasha Jonas of England, and the atmosphere was exactly like this. I swear, it was like it was nostalgic. It brought back so many memories, and I know like tomorrow will be triple the noise and the atmosphere that it was today. And it's like Amanda Serrano said, like women's boxing is going forward. You just wait until tomorrow. Like they're going to put on such an amazing performance, and I can't believe I'm going to be there witnessing history.
I mean, it's an amazing fight just for boxing, but then you add just for what it's doing for women's boxing, headlining an MSG.
Yeah.
I mean, your thoughts of the fact that these two women that have done so much in the sport are headlining Madison Square Garden, finally getting the due that they deserve, right?
Finally getting the recognition. I can't believe it's taken this long for women to get the recognition they deserve. They're going to prove tomorrow why women do deserve to headline. Two incredible fighters, two different styles. You know, they've actually never faced in each other opponent. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say? Like, they've never fought one another as opponents. So it'll be great to see how that pans out tomorrow. And I just think it's going to be fireworks from round 1 all the way to the end, round 10.
Absolutely. Your story has been inspiring a lot of people. You've become a international, globally known. There, you got it. Yep. You see? There.
I was voted Ring Magazine Prospect of the Year, and the gentleman from Ring Magazine found me today to give me the magazine to show me. So just
look at that.
So I just
no, please, yeah. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. Your journey to get where you are. It's obviously very different than Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, but they've also had challenges, and I'm sure you heard this story about Katie Taylor. 100%. When she had to fight, she had to pretend she was a boy and say she's Kate Taylor. And just your thoughts on everything that these two women have had to go through here. It's not an easy process.
No, I feel like every woman who has taken up the sport of boxing has faced some challenges. You know, we've heard about Katie Taylor's. We didn't hear about Amanda Serrano's because, you know, Jake Paul wasn't given the opportunity to talk about it. But I'm sure she's faced struggles herself. I've faced loads of struggles. I'm sure every woman has. And tomorrow just goes to show that every woman is winning. And that's amazing. So I can't wait for that.
Absolutely. Amanda talked about the paydays that she was getting, never being a headliner. She didn't have a cell phone, no boyfriend, just dedicated herself completely to the sport, finally getting her due.
She had a boyfriend on the side, though. Now I'm
Are you breaking that news? Can we report that? Is that okay?
No, I'm just guessing. No, she seems like she seems so dedicated to the sport. I follow her on Instagram. I don't get a follow back though, but it's all right. It's neither here nor there.
Amanda Serrano's not following you back on Instagram, is that right?
No, but she follows me on Twitter, but not on Instagram.
Okay, Amanda Serrano, you're following her on Twitter.
Follow me back.
Follow her on IG. Make it happen.
No, but I follow her, and she seems so dedicated to the sport. No distractions. You know, she. Yeah, it's incredible to see her focus on this fight. She knows how big it is, and she's given 110%. So, you know, I'm sure when she said she's had no cell phone, no boyfriend, she's 100% telling the truth because she's so focused.
Except for the one on the side, but other than...
Except for the bit on the side that no one's supposed to know about.
Right.
But
besides that.
Yeah, besides that.
We've seen you in the ring show off your hand speed. You've had tremendous come forward ability. Katie Taylor is just a come forward fighter. Amanda Serrano's got the body shots. She can actually knock people out, which is amazing in 2-minute rounds, right? How do you see the fight playing out, and who do you think is going to win?
Do you know what? I'm going to be so basic and boring. I'm so sorry. But I'm going to remain neutral, like Switzerland. You know, Switzerland's neutral, so I'm going to do that. What I do want to say, though, is because I've watched Amanda Serrano so many times, one of the women that I've always looked up to in boxing, when you hear her give a body shot, you kind of feel it and you're like, oh, that hurts. So if she doesn't stop Katie Taylor and it goes the full 10 rounds, I feel like Katie Taylor will win on points because her tenacity and her shot selection and the amount of shots she throws can throw anyone off. So I think that's my prediction. I'm remaining neutral, but if Amanda Serrano doesn't stop Katie Taylor and it goes to points, then Katie Taylor wins on points.
I was calling your last fight when you were here in New York.
I had one after that.
And you had one after that. This is the last.
Which DAZN didn't televise, by the way, FYI. That's for DAZN. You should have.
It is a crime not to televise Ramla Ali's fights, and so we hopefully we'll change that.
We'll change
I know your next fight is being figured out, but would you like to fight in New York again?
I would love to fight in New York again. I feel like this is such an amazing atmosphere. Like everyone says, it's the mecca of boxing. Who doesn't want to fight here? It was great to have been given the opportunity to fight here back in November, and obviously I'll cherish it forever. I even stole my name off the door just as memories. I don't know if I was allowed to do that, but I took it. Sorry, guys. So yeah, just anything in future to be here would be amazing. I'm looking forward to what's to come. I actually moved to LA, so I now train with Manny Robles. So I'm really excited to go back and train again and to look forward to what's to come.
Manny Robles, fantastic trainer. I can only imagine his mind with your ability. I mean, I was calling your last fight. It was amazing.
He changed me completely. I walked in and he was like, no, we're going to change this, we're going to change that. And I was just like, oh. But yeah, no, I had a fight in LA, March 19th. I got my first KO with Manny ever, which is such an... Because I walked in and he said, what do you want? And I said, I'd really love to stop someone. And he said, right, we'll get you there. And he delivered. And the fight lasted 2 rounds and it was great. It's the best feeling in the world. So yeah, I'm just excited to keep learning, keep progressing. One thing I love about training out of Manny's is that I'm always out my comfort zone, and it's just the best place to be.
Speaking about being out of your comfort zone, that leads me to my last question. Your story, well documented. You were a refugee. You had to work your way to get here. Nothing was given to you. And I'm just wondering if you had a message to people that may be watching this, who may be going through their own struggle, going through a tough time. What kept you motivated? What can other people do to stay motivated?
Do you know what? Nights like tomorrow, where women are headlining, is definitely, as cliche as that sounds, is definitely something that's kept me motivated, because it just goes to show that in the future more women will be headlining more fights, and that's, who doesn't want that? As a female fighter, who doesn't want to headline a show at Madison Square Garden or Vegas or wherever? Who doesn't want that? So don't be deterred by all the setbacks that you have in life. I know everybody goes through that. Just remember, there's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Well said. Thank you so much for the time, Ramla Ali.
And one more.
Yes.
Shout out for the hair, the lovely hair.
We can't sign off without the
hair.
shout
The
out.
hair.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.